My name is Alice. I am 27 years old and I live in a small apartment in Izmir. Every day, I follow a routine that helps me feel organized, happy, and calm. I enjoy my daily habits because they give me structure. In this part, I will describe my morning routine in great detail. I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. I do not like to press the snooze button. When my alarm rings, I turn it off and sit up in bed. I take a few deep breaths and stretch my arms and legs. This helps me feel awake. Sometimes I feel sleepy, but I tell myself, "You can do it." This gives me energy. After stretching, I make my bed. I fix the blanket and arrange the pillows. A clean bed makes my room look nice. Then I walk to the bathroom. In the bathroom, I brush my teeth for 2 minutes. I use mint toothpaste because it makes my mouth feel fresh. After brushing my teeth, I wash my face with cold water. The cold water wakes me up. I dry my face with a towel and smile in the mirror. I say, "Good morning, Selin." This small habit makes me feel positive. I also brush my hair. I have long, dark hair, so I need to brush it carefully. I tie it in a ponytail. On some days, I use a little makeup, just some powder and mascara. Then I go to the kitchen. I believe breakfast is the most important meal of the day. At around 7 a.m., I start preparing it. I like to eat healthy food. I usually make scrambled eggs, a slice of whole wheat bread, and some cucumber and tomatoes. Sometimes I add olives and cheese. I also drink a glass of warm lemon water and a cup of black tea. While I eat, I listen to soft music. Music helps me feel relaxed. I think about the things I need to do that day. I also check my to-do list in my notebook. After I finish eating, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen counter. I do not like to leave a mess. Getting ready for the day. After breakfast, I go to my room and get dressed. I usually wear simple and comfortable clothes, jeans and a t-shirt or a blouse. If I have an important meeting, I wear something more formal. I check the weather on my phone to choose the right clothes. I pack my bag, I put in my wallet, phone, notebook, pens, and a water bottle. I also check if I have my keys. Then I put on my shoes and jacket. I leave the house at 8 a.m. On the way to work, I work in an office about 30 minutes from my home. I usually take the bus. While I wait at the bus stop, I like to listen to a podcast or read a book. This helps me learn something new. On the bus, I watch people and the city. Sometimes I see the same people every day. I like to imagine their lives. Are they happy? Where are they going? This makes me feel connected to others. If the weather is nice, I walk part of the way. I enjoy the fresh air and the morning light. It gives me energy. Arriving at work. I arrive at work around 8:30 a.m. I say hello to my co-workers. We smile and talk for a few minutes. Then I sit at my desk and turn on my computer. I check my emails and read the news. I plan my tasks for the morning. I try to start with the most important work. This helps me feel focused and productive. This is my typical morning. It is simple, but it makes me feel ready for the day. I like the quiet time in the morning and the small things that bring me joy. In the next part, I will write about my afternoon routine. Part 2. Afternoon routine. My afternoon routine begins after lunch. In this part, I will talk about what I do from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is the time when I work the most, and I also try to take care of my body and mind. Lunch break. I usually eat lunch at 12 p.m. or 12:30 p.m. There is a small kitchen in my office. I often bring food from home. I prepare it the night before. My lunch is usually simple: rice or pasta with vegetables, or a sandwich with cheese and lettuce. Sometimes I eat lentil soup or salad. I drink water or iron with my meal. I eat with 2 co-workers. We sit at a small table and talk about our day. Sometimes we laugh and share stories. It is a good time to relax and feel closer to my friends. Work tasks. After lunch, I go back to my desk. I usually feel a little sleepy after eating, so I drink a small cup of Turkish coffee. The coffee gives me energy. Then I look at my task list and continue my work. I work as an office assistant in a travel agency. I answer emails, make phone calls, and help customers with their travel plans. I also prepare documents and update our website. I like my job because I help people plan fun trips. Sometimes it can be busy or stressful, but I try to stay calm and focused. During the afternoon, I take short breaks. Every hour, I stand up, stretch my arms, and walk around the office. I drink water and look outside the window. These small breaks help me feel better and more focused. At around 3 p.m., we have a tea break. We sit together and drink tea with biscuits. It is a simple habit, but it brings us joy. We talk about the news, family, or weekend plans. I feel happy to be part of a friendly team. Some afternoons, we have meetings. We talk about our projects and share ideas. I take notes and ask questions. I try to listen carefully and learn from others. Working in a team is important. It helps me improve my skills. If we have a deadline, we work together and help each other. I like this part of the day because I feel like we are doing something important. We support each other and celebrate when we finish a big task. End of work day. At around 5 p.m., I start to finish my work. I check my tasks and make sure everything is done. I clean my desk and turn off my computer. Then I say goodbye to my co-workers and leave the office. Sometimes I feel tired, but I also feel proud. I did my best, and that makes me happy. On the way home, I listen to music or a podcast again. If the weather is nice, I walk slowly and enjoy the air. This is my typical afternoon. I try to stay organized, take care of myself, and enjoy small things. In the next part, I will write about my evening routine. Evening routine. When I arrive home, it is usually around 5:30 or 6 p.m. The evening is my favorite part of the day. It is time to relax, enjoy my hobbies, and prepare for a peaceful night. Arriving home. The first thing I do when I get home is take off my shoes and change into comfortable clothes. I wear soft pants and a warm sweater or a t-shirt in summer. I wash my hands and face. Sometimes I take a short shower if I feel tired or sweaty. Then I light a candle or turn on soft lights. I do not like bright lights in the evening. They make me feel nervous. Soft lights help me calm down. I also play soft music or nature sounds. Dinner time. At around 7 p.m., I prepare dinner. I enjoy cooking. It helps me relax and forget the stress of the day. I cook simple meals like grilled chicken, vegetables, and rice. Sometimes I try a new recipe from a cookbook or the internet. While I cook, I think about my day. What went well? What can I do better tomorrow? This reflection helps me grow. I eat dinner at the table. I do not watch TV while eating. I try to enjoy the food and eat slowly. After dinner, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen. A clean kitchen makes me feel peaceful. Relaxing activities. After dinner, I do relaxing things. Sometimes I read a book. I like novels and travel books. They help me imagine different worlds. Sometimes I watch a movie or a TV show. I like comedies and dramas. Other times I do hobbies. I enjoy knitting, drawing, and journaling. I write about my feelings and ideas. This helps me understand myself. I also call my family or text my friends. Staying in touch with loved ones makes me feel happy. Light exercise or walk. If the weather is good, I go for a short walk in the park near my home. I listen to birds and feel the cool air. Walking helps me clear my mind. If I stay home, I do some light yoga or stretching. I focus on my breathing and try to be present. Preparing for bed. At around 9:30 p.m., I start getting ready for bed. I brush my teeth and wash my face. I put on my pajamas. I also prepare my bag and clothes for the next day. This makes my morning easier. Then I sit in bed with a cup of herbal tea. I turn off my phone or put it on silent. I do not like to use screens before sleeping. I read a few pages of a book or listen to calming music. At 10:30 p.m., I turn off the lights and close my eyes. I think of 3 good things that happened that day. This habit makes me feel thankful. Then I slowly fall asleep. This is my evening routine. It helps me relax, enjoy quiet moments, and prepare for a good night's sleep. In the next part, I will describe my night routine and special habits in more detail. Night routine and special habits. This part focuses on my night routine and the special habits that help me feel peaceful and balanced. The night starts when I lie in bed and continues until I fall asleep. I also want to talk about the habits that I follow weekly or monthly and how they help me stay healthy and happy. Night routine. After I finish reading or listening to music in bed, I turn off the light at 10:30 p.m. But my mind is still active. I think about my day, what I did, how I felt, and what I want to do tomorrow. I try to let go of negative thoughts. If something made me upset during the day, I tell myself, "It's okay, you did your best." Sometimes I do breathing exercises. I breathe in deeply through my nose, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly through my mouth. I do this 5 or 6 times. It calms my body and helps me sleep better. I also imagine a peaceful place. Sometimes I think of a beach or a forest. I imagine walking there and feeling the fresh air. This helps my brain relax. Most nights I fall asleep around 11 p.m. I sleep for about 7 to 8 hours. If I can't sleep, I do not use my phone. Instead, I get up and drink a glass of warm milk or read a few pages of a book. I try not to worry. I tell myself that rest is also helpful, even if I don't sleep right away. Dreams and feelings. Sometimes I have dreams. I write them in a small notebook next to my bed. Some dreams are strange and some are beautiful. Writing them down helps me understand my mind. I also write a few sentences about how I feel. Am I happy, tired, excited? This habit helps me know myself better. I think feelings are important. Every day is not perfect, and that's okay. Some days I feel strong and full of energy. Other days I feel slow or sad. I accept all my feelings. I don't try to hide them. I try to understand them. Weekly habits. Every weekend, I clean my home. On Saturday morning, I vacuum the floors, dust the furniture, and clean the bathroom. I also wash my clothes and change my bed sheets. A clean home helps me feel calm. On Sundays, I do something creative. I paint, cook a new recipe, or write in my journal. Creativity gives me joy. I do not worry about being perfect. I just enjoy the activity. I also go grocery shopping every Sunday. I make a list and buy fruits, vegetables, eggs, bread, and other food for the week. I try to eat healthy and cook at home most of the time. Monthly habits. Once a month, I do something special for myself. I might go to a spa, get a haircut, or buy a new book. I call it my self-care day. Taking care of myself is important. It makes me feel loved and respected, even if the love comes from me. I also try to check my goals every month. I look at my progress and make new plans. I ask myself, am I growing? What do I want to change? This habit keeps me motivated. Personal rules. I try to live with balance. I have some personal rules. Work hard, but rest well. Be kind to others and to yourself. Don't compare your life to others. Stay curious and keep learning. These rules guide me every day. They are not strict, but they remind me of what matters. Final thoughts at night. Before I sleep, I feel thankful. I think about the people I love and the good things in my life. I say a short sentence in my head. Thank you for today. Even if the day was hard, there is always something good. A smile, a cup of tea, a walk in the sun. These small things make life beautiful. This is my full daily routine, including morning, afternoon, evening, and night. These habits help me live a peaceful and meaningful life. They may be simple, but they make a big difference. Thank you for reading about my routine. I hope it inspires you to create your own healthy and happy habits.